Law 9. Preparation and maintenance of the playing area. 1. Rolling. The pitch shall not be rolled during the match except as permitted in clause of below. Frequency and duration of rolling. During the match, the pitch may be rolled at the request of the captain of the batting side for a period of not more than 7 minutes before the start of each innings other than the first innings of the match and before the start of each subsequent day's play. Rolling after a delayed start. In addition to the rolling permitted above, if after the toss and before the first innings of the match the start is delayed, the captain of the batting side may request that the pitch be rolled for not more than 7 minutes. However, if the umpires together agree that the delay has had no significant effect on the state of the pitch, they shall refuse such a request for rolling of the pitch. Choice of rollers. If there is more than one roller available, the captain of the batting side shall choose which one is to be used. Timing of permitting rolling. The rolling permitted maximum 7 minutes before play begins on any day shall be started not more than 30 minutes before the time schedule or rescheduled for play to begin. The captain of the batting side may, however, delay the start of such a rolling until not less than 10 minutes before the time schedule or rescheduled play to begin. Prior to scheduled time for the toss, the artificial drying of the pitch and outfield shall be at the discretion of the ground authority. Thereafter and throughout the match, the drying of the outfield may be undertaken at any time by the ground authority, but the drying of the affected area by the pitch shall be carried out only on the instruction under the supervision of the umpires. The umpires shall be empowered to have the pitch dried without reference to the captains at any time they are of the opinion that it is unfit for play. The umpire may instruct the ground authority to use any available equipment, including any roller, for the purpose of drying the pitch and making it fit for play. An absorbent roller may be used to remove water from the covers, including the cover on the match pitch. Second, clearing debris from the pitch. The pitch shall be cleared of any debris before the start of each day's play. They shall be after the completion of moving and before any rolling, not earlier than 30 minutes nor later than 10 minutes before the scheduled or any rescheduled time for start of play. Between innings, this shall precede rolling if any is to take place at all interval for meals. The clearance of debris in clauses shall be done by sweeping except where the umpire consider that this may be detrimental to the surface of the pitch. In the case of debris must be cleared from that area by hand without sweeping. In addition to clause, debris may be cleared from the pitch by hand without sweeping before moving and whenever either umpire consider it necessary. Third, moving. Responsibility for moving. All movings which are carried out before the match shall be the sole responsibility of the ground authority. All subsequent movings shall be carried out under the supervision of the umpires. The pitch and outfield. In order that throughout the match the ground conditions should be as nearly the same for both sides as possible, the pitch shall be mown on each day of the match on which play is expected to take place, if ground and weather conditions permit. Moving of outfield shall not apply. Timing of moving. Moving of the pitch on any day shall be completed not later than 30 minutes before the scheduled or rescheduled for play to begin on that day, before any sweeping prior to rolling. If necessary, debris removed from the pitch before moving by hand without sweeping. Fourth, watering the pitch. The pitch shall not be watered during the match. Fifth, remarking creases. Creases shall be remarked whenever either umpire consider it necessary. Sixth, maintenance of footholds. The umpire shall ensure that the holes made by the bowlers and batsmen are cleaned out and dried whenever necessary to facilitate play. The umpire shall allow, if necessary, the retuffing of footholds made by the bowlers in the delivery stride or the use of quick setting filling for the same purpose. In addition, the umpire shall see that wherever possible and whenever it is considered necessary, action is taken during all intervals in play to do whatever is practicable to improve the bowler's footholds. As soon as possible after the conclusion of each day's play, the bowler's footholds will be repaired. 7. Securing of footholds and maintenance of the pitch. During play, umpires shall allow the players to secure the footholds by the use of shadows, provided that no damage to the pitch is caused and that is clause unfair play is not contravened. 8. Watering the outfield. The watering of the outfield will be permitted during the match subject to the following. Such a watering shall only be possible if the watering planning is requested by the ground authority and approved by the umpires before the match has started. Once the match has started, any such a request will not be considered. The consent of the captain is not required, but the umpires shall advise both the captains and the BCCI match referee before the start of the match on what has been agreed. The watering shall occur as soon as possible after the conclusion of each day's play. The watering shall only be carried out to the extent that is necessary to retain the good conditions of the outfield. The square and bowlers run-ups will be adequately covered prior to any watering taking place. All ongoing matters of the interpretation and implementation of watering requirements and regulations shall be resolved between the umpires and the ground authority, but with the umpires retaining the ultimate discretion over whether to approve any watering. 9. Protection and preparation of adjacent pitch during the match. The protection by way of an appropriate cover and preparation of pitches which are adjacent to the match pitch will be permitted during the match subject to the following. Such measures will only be possible if requested by the ground authority and approved by the umpires before the start of the match. Approval should be granted where such measures are unavoidable and will not compromise the safety of the players or their ability to execute their actions with the complete freedom. The preparation work shall be carried out under the supervision of the umpires. Any necessary watering shall be carried out only to the extent necessary for such a preparation and shall not be permitted in the circumstances which may in any way affect the match pitch. The consent of the captains is not required, but the umpires shall advise both captains and the BCCI match referee before the start of the match on what has been agreed.